sister, Miss Sassy IVU, to say a few words to the bride and
เอา
groom.
ละครับมาคนสำคัญอีกคนหนึ่งนะฮะของค่ำคืนนี้น้องไอวี่น้องของควินซี่นะครับผม
Good evening, everyone. Oh, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ivy, the proud little sister of this handsome groom standing right here. I'd like to just start by saying congratulations to my big brother and his beautiful bride, and to say thank you to all of you for making the journey to celebrate this very special evening with our family. As you can tell from the number of people standing in this room tonight, Quincy is a very popular guy. I can't tell you how many times I've had people come up to me and tell me what a smart, ambitious, and mature of a guy he is. Now, I'm not going to say that he's not, as I myself have watched him grow over the years into the perfect gentleman. But that was not always the case. And tonight, I'd like to share a little bit with you the goofy and hilarious big brother that I grew up with. When we were little, one of the things that Quincy and I always did together was watch horribly ridiculous movies. We'd watch them over and over and over again, and we would actually replace full conversations with movie quotes and laughing hysterically over family dinner every night, which would drive our parents crazy as they would have no idea what we were talking about. One of our favorites, which we still embrace to this very day, is the movie Austin Powers. I gotta tell you, this guy has a gift for imitating the most obscene characters, complete with perfect accents and gestures, which would never fail to send me into an endless laughing fit. Now, I don't want to embarrass him too much on his big day, so I'd just like to share one more story with you that perfectly portrays the type of person that Quincy is and always was. I just want to preface this by saying that this isn't one of my own memories of him, but rather it was told to me. So a couple years ago, I was visiting home with my parents, and one night, my mom and I were looking through some old baby photos. And I started noticing that so many of the photos that Quincy and I had together would be of me with a huge smile on my face, and he'd be standing next to me with this super angry face and just epically flared nostrils. He kind of looked like a pint-sized club bouncer. Anyway, I remember asking Mom at the time, we were laughing about it, and I said, why does his face look like that? Like, what's up with that? And that's when she told me the story. So when I was just a baby and Quincy was about 4 or 5, we used to have people come visit us all the time. Friends, grandparents, aunts and uncles. But we always had this one uncle who would come visit, and every single time he would pretend to be taking me away with him. He'd wrap me up in a blanket and say, "All right, Ivy, let's go to your new house." And every single time, without fail, Quincy would post up in front of our gate, hands on his hips, shoulders wide, nostrils flared, huffing and puffing, just making sure that nobody was going to get past him with his little sister. Now, most big siblings would love any opportunity to get rid of the little rival, but not him. He always had my back. But ever since then, he's taken on the role of being my protector. And I've had to apologize to a couple boyfriends throughout the years for the endless stream of intimidating and horrible questions that came out of my big brother's mouth. Back then, you can imagine, it was absolutely horrible for me. But I quickly realized that as we grow older, that this is one of my favorite aspects about Quincy and the type of person that he is. You see, when you're a part of his life, he will love everyone that you love, and he'll fight with everyone who doesn't treat you right. He'll protect all of your darkest secrets, no matter what the consequence, and he's the first one there in any time of need. That's who he's been to me for the past 29 years. My best friend who would guide me through all my good and mostly bad life decisions. The first call I make when my car breaks down or when I'm freaking out because there's a huge cockroach in my kitchen. Although, to be honest, his advice is usually an Austin Powers quote or something not very helpful at all. And the keeper of all my secrets, no matter how angry Mom would be at the both of us when she eventually found out. Which, by the way, she always did. Sorry about that. And if there were ever just one wish that I had for Quincy through all these years, it would just be for him to find someone who would love and adore him, and to be the kind of person to him that he is to everyone else. And it fills me with so much joy to see him standing next to that person tonight, and to know that he's found his other half in this incredibly vast universe, because there isn't a single person in the world who deserves it more. Sandy, my brother loves you very, very much. I can confidently tell you this because I see the way that he looks at you and the way he talks about you when you're not around. But most importantly, he's the least stubborn I have ever known him to be when he's with you. And we all know that that says a lot. You truly bring out the best version of him. I see the way that you love him and how patient you are with him, especially when he's shopping. And for that, I truly cannot thank you enough. He is a lucky man to have you by his side. And I know that he will make a wonderful husband and father just because of the kind of brother, son, grandson, nephew, and friend that he is to all of us here. Separately, you are both remarkable and unique human beings, but together you're complete. So as you embark on this exciting adventure ahead, always remember to scream from the top of every mountain and hold hands through all the rough patches. Laugh together when things don't go the way that they're meant to, or when Quincy accidentally leaves your kid at the playground. And just enjoy every twist and turn, because the journey is so much more wonderful when you're in it together. So everyone, please raise your glass while I toast to my big brother and my sister-in-law. Cherish each day and moment that you have together, for every minute is more precious than the last. Be kind to one another, especially in the hardest of times. Remember to always put your love first and to never take each other for granted, as life is too short for regrets. To Quincy and Sandy, may you grow old together, sharing the same pillow. Cheers.
Thank you, Ivy.
Oh, a big round of applause for this wonderful lady. Unscripted. Wow, it's wonderful. What two wonderful kids, Mummy.
Yes. A new side of Ivy. Okay. Now, as you know, Sandy is originally from Korea. Quincy and Sandy also had a beautiful Korean ceremony that took place last month that they would like to share with their friends and family here this evening. So please have a look.
ครับวันงานจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยแซนดี้แล้วก็ควินซี่เนี่ยมีการจัดงานพิธีมงคลสมรสที่เกาหลีไปด้วยนะครับก็อันนี้จะเป็นวิดีโอที่ทั้งคู่เนี่ยได้เตรียมมานะครับขอเชิญชมครับ